Dear students, welcome back to your education channel Learn and Educate, where we were studying a few basics of the company law. Now, in this part, we will study articles as defined in section 2, clause 5. Article means the articles of association of a company as originally framed or as altered from time to time or applied in pursuance of any previous company law for the time being in force or previous company law or of this act, which states about the Companies Act 1956 or the Companies Act 2013. The articles of association of a company which has been originally framed at the time of formation of the company, which is altered from time to time and which is applied in pursuance of the company law of any previous company law or this company law. Thus, it also includes the regulations contained in Table A in Schedule 1 of the Companies Act 2013 as they apply to the companies. As per Section 5, Subsection 1, the articles of a company shall contain the regulations for management of the company. The articles of association of a company are its bylaws or the rules or regulations that govern the management of its internal affairs and the conduct of its business. The articles play a very important role in running the company. It deals with the rights of the members of the company inter se, which means the right of the company among themselves. They are subordinate. Articles are subordinate to and are controlled by the memorandum of association. The general function of the articles, which is to play to accept the memorandum of association as a charter of incorporation of a company and so accepting it, the articles proceeds to define the duties, rights, and powers of the governing body as between themselves and the company at large, and the mode and form in which the business of the company is to be carried on, and the mode and the form in which the changes in the internal regulations of the company shall be made from time to time. The area beyond which the action of the company cannot go. Thus, the memorandum lays down the scope and the powers of the company, and the articles govern the ways in which the objects of the company are to be carried out and can be framed and altered by the members, but they must keep within the limits marked out by the memorandum and the Companies Act. The articles of company are subordinate and subject to the memorandum of association, and any clause in the articles which is going beyond the memorandum will be ultra vires. But the articles are only internal regulations over which the members of the company have full control and may alter them according to what the things fit. The relationship between the two documents as the memorandum contains its fundamental conditions upon which alone the company is allowed to be incorporated. These are the conditions introduced for the benefit of the creators and the outside public as well as the shareholders. The articles of association are the internal regulations of the company. As far it can be said that in all the cases, fundamental conditions of the charter of incorporation and the internal regulation of the company which are constructed together. The articles contained generally the following matters of adoption of the preliminary contracts, number and the value of the shares, issue of the preference shares, allotment of shares, calls in on share, transfer and transmission of shares, nomination, forfeiture of capital, alteration of capital, buyback of shares or securities, share certificates, conversion of shares into stocks, voting right and proxies, directors and their appointment and delegation of powers, meeting and the rules regarding committees, nominee directors, issue of debenture and stocks, audit committee, managing director, whole-time director, manager, secretary, additional directors, the common seal of the company, remuneration of the directors, directors meeting, borrowing powers, audit and audits, accounts and audit, winding up, capitalization of the reserves. Thus, articles of association which contains the rules and regulations relating to the internal management of the company. Thank you for watching.